everyone. We are going to see the demo how to install Kafka clusters on multiple machines. So we will install Kafka on Windows machines, on Ubuntu machines and Mac machines, and we'll put all these three different machines together to form a Kafka clusters. So on the left hand side you will see in my text files I have written all the configurations here. On the window machines what we have to do, on the Ubuntu machines what we have to do, on the machine Mac machines what we have to do. So first you have to put all these three machines into the same network. So to put the network, what I did is I turn on my hotspot of my mobiles, and it gives the IP numbers to every machine. For Windows machine you can see here 10.2, Ubuntu 10.3 and the Mac 10.4. So what we will do on every machine, we will install Kafka, right? And then on the window machine, we will run the Zookeeper and we will run the broker 0. On the Ubuntu machine, we will run broker 1, and Mac machine, we will run broker 2. It means we have three brokers running on the three different machines. And after that, we will test the producers, consumer, replications, and all the concept what we have learned yesterday sessions, right? So let's start. So first we are going to work on the window machines. As the diagram you can see here, I will configure the zookeepers and I will configure the broker 0 on the window machines. So I connected remotely. I am working on the Mac machines and I'm going to connect remotely, right? Now this is my, you can see here I already access my window machines here. To install, we know the prerequisite, right? That we have to install the Java 8. Already we know that in the last sessions we have discussed, right? So now I'm going to show you how to configure Kafka, right? So to install the Kafka on the window machine, we will extract Kafka on a particular drive. So I have extracted the software on the C drive, right? And after that, what we will do, we will open that folder, the Kafka folders, and in that Kafka folder, we will create the data directory, right? Inside data directory, we will create Kafka folder to store the Kafka data. We will create Zookeeper folder to store the Zookeeper data. Now I have to configure the Zookeeper properties file. So we will go into the configuration file, open the Zookeeper file, and just we have to add here the Zookeeper data folder which I have created, right? So this is the path. Just copy this path. And when we will copy, we will make sure that we will replace this backslash with forward slash. And we know that by default the zookeeper runs on 2181, right? That is the configuration of the zookeepers. Now save this file, right? Now zookeeper is done, right? Now the second thing, I have to configure the server.properties file. And now add zookeeper broker ID 0, already by default it is there. Now I'll put the listener. So what is the IP address of your machine? So already I noted down the machine IP address is 172.20.10.2. I'll add this dot 10.2 and I'll keep 29092 port number, default port number, right? And then I'm here to add the data directory of the Kafka. So already it is there, right? If not there, I will copy paste. I will copy, but this is the path. Now I have to configure the zookeeper parameters. I have to tell to the brokers where is the zookeeper, right? So I will tell the zookeeper is on the same machine from the window, the 172.20.10.2, and the port number is 2181. Save this file, right? Now your configuration is done. Now run this zookeeper and broker 0, right? So I'm going to the Kafka folders, right, in configuration folder, and I'll run command here to run the zookeeper. What is the command? We know, right? Zookeeper server start zookeeper dot properties. Press enter. There is a path issue. You can see here they are talking about there is a path issue. Let me check the path. Path is correct here. Path is correct. Okay, here is the problem in the server property. You can see here. Shit. Okay, client port number by mistake here 2S 2181. This is the default port number. Now you can see here it is running, right? Now perfectly it is running. Okay, now run Kafka broker, right? Kafka server start server dot properties. You also problem from the configuration file. Let me check the configuration file. Let me check the configuration file carefully. Broker ID 19092 is okay. Now log drive directories perfect. Yeah, can you zookeeper see SSS type on mistake. Now done. So we have to be very careful while during the configurations. Now the Kafka server 0 brokers is running, right? Already it was my target to run Zookeeper server and broker 0, right? The window is done. I'm done on the window part, right? Now my window part is done. Now I will connect on Ubuntu, right? I will run the broker one. That's it. I will run on the broker. As the diagram says that we have to run the broker one. So how I'm going to connect with the Ubuntu machine from the Mac through SSH. Already I'm connected here. You can see here. So how I connected, I'll show you. Right. I run the command like this. SSH should be username and the IP address of my Ubuntu machine, and it will ask the password. Right. I am connected. Right. Now what I have to do is I have to configure this Kafka, right? So my Kafka, you can see here on this path, right? Kafka 2.11, 2.4. Go to inside this folder, create a directory to store the Kafka data, and Kafka. Then I have created, right? Copy this path because we have to configure, right? Now we have to go to the configurations folder. Inside we have a server2 dot properties file, right? So we will edit server2 dot properties file, and on the Ubuntu machines now the broker ID 0 is running, right? Now this will be the broker 1. This will be the broker 1, and just give the IP address of this machines 172.20.10.3. We have to be very careful, and we will not change the port number because we are running the broker on different machines. So let them 9092 even for the window, for Mac or for Ubuntu, because IP is different, then it will not conflict, right? Now here we have to change the path where the Kafka will store the data, right? Kafka will store data here, right? Now Zookeeper configurations. Here, right? Zookeeper is not running on Mac. Zookeeper is running actually on the Windows. So what is the IP of the window? 172.20.10.2, and the port number is 2181. We have to be very careful. We have to check what is the Zookeeper's IP address. So my Windows machine IP address is this, and on this port number my Zookeeper is running. We configured already on the Windows, right? Just save this file. Right. Save this file. Now I am done, and now I will run. Here I have to run the broker, right? So Kafka server. Yeah, one more thing, I have to add the Kafka this home folder path, right, in the environmental variables, right? So now I'm going to set the path. So how to set the path in environmental variables? So we have here dot bash underscore profile. Let's check. There is a hidden file. Okay, this is the window machine, Ubuntu machine. So we have dot bash rc file, right? That machine will come here, and my Kafka path right? Just we have to add this Kafka home directory path here, and then the home directory path we will add in the path of the system variables, right? That's it. Just right, and just check whether configured perfectly or not. So we will print here and we will check Kafka home. It's not right. So so what we have to do, we have to switch user, or we have to exit terminal and open terminal again, right? So what I do is always I switch with another user and come back again, right? Now we'll check, even it doesn't work, then I close the terminal, open again. Better. Let's connect again. Now you can see, right? I exit and I log in again. Now you can see the path it is showing, right? Now I can run my Kafka. My machine is hanged. Yeah. So cd Kafka configuration folders. Usually I run command here. So Kafka server start and give the property file name as a parameter. So now you can see here shutting down, right? There would be some problem. Error is good to check. Why is error, right? To learning purpose, error is important. So let me check what is the problem. Kafka is not the form of topic partition. So topic partition. Let's check. Okay. Let's check my directory, right? cd data, and we have cd Kafka, right? There is nothing inside. Okay, better what I do is I replace the folder name. rm, delete everything here, and mkdir Kafka 0. I created Kafka 0 here, and I will change in the configuration file. This is my path, server.property file. Open. Okay, this was the problem, right? I did not put the complete path. After data, I need to here Kafka folder. So we have to be very careful. Now no problem. Now we can run Kafka server start server Yes, you can see here the Kafka 1 server is running and communicating with the Zookeepers, which is available on the Windows machine, right? Now I am done on the Windows machine, Ubuntu machine as well, right? Now we have to start broker 2 on the Mac machine, right? Here I am on the Mac machines, right? Now check IP address of the Mac machines here, right? You will see 172.20.10.4. So already I have written here on my, right. So let's see, already I what I did, I extracted that Kafka folder. Same process, right? Where you want to install Kafka, just extract that folder on particular location. I extracted here. Already I installed Java, right? So you can check here Java version. Java version is already there. Java has been installed, right? And my path is the for Kafka is this. Copy this path, right? Because we have to add environmental variables. Then go to the home directory. This is the home directory, and we will find here one hidden file dot bash underscore profile, right? In that file we will add the bash underscore profile, right? Already I have added, right? You can see here the Kafka home directory already I added, Java home directory already. This is the way to add environmental variables, right? And then save this file, right? Check whether Kafka home, yeah, it already exported, right? Now I can run, now I can configure, right? Already I'm, so Kafka 2, go to the Kafka folders, create data directory. I have created already, data directory is there. Inside data I will create here mkdir Kafka, right? Created, right? Now cd Kafka and copy this path, because we will configure into the server.configuration file, right? Vim server.property file, open that. Already broker 0 is running on Windows machine, broker 1 is running on Ubuntu machines, and here this will be ID broker ID 2, right? And what is the IP of this machine? The IP of this machine is 172.20.10.4. Now the log file. So this is the path. If I want to change, I can change here, right? So I have created the Kafka folder, right? And now I will configure the Zookeeper. Where is my Zookeeper? I will add here the IP address and the port number. My Zookeeper is on Windows machine, and the IP address of Windows machine is 172.20.10.2, right? I'm done with the configurations. Now run the broker, right? How to run the broker? This is the way, right? Perfectly. Hello. Now this is running, right? Perfectly running. Now the broker 2 is also running. There is not a problem. Now our server is formed already. All the servers, the broker ID 0 on working on the Windows machine, broker ID 1 is working on the Ubuntu machine, and the broker 2 is running on Mac machines, right? What we have to do now, see the diagram. We will go to the Ubuntu machine and we will produce some data. We will create something and we will produce some data there, right? And we will consume from the Mac machines, right? So let's see. So I'm connecting with my machine Shabir at 172. What is the IP address? Let me check of the window machine. Sorry, Ubuntu machine, because I have to connect 172.20.10.3. Yes, I'm connected, right? Now what we have to do, as per the slides, we have to produce some data. So before producing some data, we will check the zookeeper informations. The zookeeper will tell how many brokers is running or not, right? So here I will run zookeeper tool to get the informations. What is the IP address of the zookeeper server? 20.10.2, and port number is 2181, right? Zookeeper shell. Now I'm connected already, right? Now check brokers IDs. Yes, yeah, it is showing 0, 1 and 2. All these three brokers are working perfectly, right? Now we can create a topic, Kafka topics, right? Hyphen hyphen create. Where to create? Ask the zookeeper. 172.2010.2 and the port number 2181. Give the topic name test. Replications factor is 3, and partitions, how many partitions? Then let's say I want 3 partitions, right? So is a commands problem, because here the Kafka topics.sh. So I miss here. Now here partition is not a recognized options. Oh, spelling is wrong, right? Partitions. Yes, you can see here the partition has been created, right? Partition has been created successfully. Now we can check, we can describe, right? Describe. Yes, right? So we can check how many partitions are there, how many replication are there. So see here, right? Now it is telling, right? Now you can see here the replication factor is 3 and partition is 3, and we have discussed like about leaders and the followers, right? So you can see in the first class I discussed that for every partition we have a different leader, because we have a 3 broker is running, so every broker is the leader of a different partitions, right? If any one broker will be down, then the leader will change, right? So we will see these things, right? So see first, let me make down the broker. Broker is running here. You can see on the Mac broker 2 is running, right? Broker 2 is running, and broker 2 right now, the broker 2 is the leader of the partition 0, right? Now I will make the server down, right? See this, I control C to make broker down. Now my broker 2 is down, right? You can see, right? Server broker ID 2 is down. Now I am on Ubuntu, right? Now run again this command and check who is the leader, right? Because you right now you can see the leader 2, the broker 2 is the leader of partition 0, right? But now the leader 2 is down. Then the zookeeper will assign some other brokers as the leader of partition 0. right? Now you can see here, right? It's very clear that zookeeper assigned broker 0 as a leader of partition 0. It is very clear, right? So we can see here two things, the replicas 2011 and ISR list, right? Replicas mean the 0 is the leader, right? 0 is the leader uh, right now, and we have like three brokers was available, right? That time three brokers 0, 1, 2, and ISR, that who will become the next leader, either 0 will become the leader or 1 become the leader. 2 cannot become the leader of any partition because 2 is down. So this is the ISR list, always leader maintain these things, right? So who is able to become the leader of a particular partition in the case of failure of any leaders, right? So right now in ISR we can see 0 and 1 can become a leader, right? What if the broker 0 is also down? If the broker 0 is also down, then broker 1 will be the leader of all the partitions, and in the ISR list you will see only 1. So let's say make down the broker 0. Broker 0 is running on the window machines. So let's go to the window machines, right? This is the window machines, and let me down these brokers, right? I make broker 0 down right here, broker down. And now let's check. Okay. Again I will run the same command here, and we will see who is the leader now, right? Now it's very clear now because broker 0 is also down, broker 2 is also down. Then the leader for all the partition is leader broker 1, right? And ISR you can see this list already updated, right? So leader knows, zookeeper knows, right? Okay, now only one broker is there. If this leader can become a leader of all the partitions. If this leader is down, now the consumer cannot get any data at all, right? Hope this section is enough to understand this concept, right? See you in the next lecture. Thank you very much.